Welcome to aromaG's Botanica. It is Thursday, yeah, and time for more tarot readings. So, we already have a question up, and I'm going to pull the card of the day first. Phyllis, are you still in here? I see you got here very early and ask a question. If you're not, hello, Magic Flies, Phyllis. If you're not here, you can always watch the answer on the replay. Yes, hello. Phyllis is still here. A couple of things, just a little bit of housekeeping. If you go to aromags.com, you're going to notice a few changes. We're tidying up the website and actually doing some focusing. We did have hundreds and hundreds of books and tarot cards on there. We have narrowed it down. You can still get books by calling in a phone order, 615-360-8089. But we're trying to focus our website on the main things that we do, like that we create. Sometimes when you have too many things on a website, it can dilute your focus for the search engines, and they really don't know what your site's about. They think it's new agey, but we found that with all the hundreds of books and tarot on there, that it was diluting our search engine optimization. Before, we were compared to, if you have special software, you can see who your competitors are, where you are in the search engines according to what you do. And the inclusion of, I don't know how many it was at least 500 books or something. It sort of watered us down to where we were then being lumped in with very basic metaphysical stores that don't specialize in anything. So you're gonna find a handful of books, a handful of tarot cards, but in the store there are still hundreds. And the truth is, not many people ordered books and tarot from the website. They want our oils and our candles and our sachet powders and our powdered incense and our spell candles. So that is what's going on here at aromaG's. So back to the comments. I'm going to I'm going to answer Phyllis's question after the general card of the day. Today's general reading is Ace of Swords. It's about coming up with new ideas, which I was just talking about, a new way of looking at things, a reboot. So Phyllis says, I would like a reading. I'm having recurring dreams of my father being drunk, really drunk. Cannot figure out the message, though. Thank you. Two of Pentacles. Now, this is in relation to you asking about a dream. So, if you know anything about dream analysis, dreams usually filter out whatever we're thinking about. I don't know if your father already is a drinker. If that's the case, then it could be calling out to you saying, I need some help. But I think it has more to do with, so it's the idea of a father figure. It's that you're juggling a lot of different things right now. And in the dream state, it's filtering it down to being disappointed with expectations. I don't think it has anything to do with him, unless he does currently have a drinking problem. If that's true, you need to check in on him. If he doesn't, then I think really this deals with you got so many expectations, and it's addressing that. It's just kind of trying to filter out the stress out of your mind. So hopefully that helped. Oh, Phyllis, he passed. Okay, so that's what it is. I mean, that was my first instinct. It is your brain trying to just go through and clean up some worry is what it is. Let me get this banner off so we can see better. There we go. Let's see. Hello, Rose. Hello, Facebook user. Remember, if you're on Facebook, go over to StreamYard.com It's down here. Right there. StreamYard.com/Facebook. Give it permission to use your name, and then we can actually see who we're talking to. Now, the best way to view us is go through YouTube. Go to the aromaG's channel on YouTube, because people on Facebook have been asking, what's a super chat? What's that? Well, Facebook users can't get to that. So come on over to YouTube. What are super chats? I'm doing all sorts of housekeeping today, so you have to excuse me here. Super chats are right here. Okay, pointing the wrong direction. If you give at the $5 level, the green, I'll pull 3 cards for you. Otherwise, it's the 1 card, which is free. But a lot of people have been doing that. We have other people who are supporters of aromaG's who want to keep these free readings going. And you've seen a few people lately give like $100 or something. That was just sort of like a tip. And they got extra cards. And at the end, as usual, if you want me to keep going, give it the blue level, $1, and we'll keep reading for a little while. So, but main point is you guys on Facebook can't participate in that. You got to go over to YouTube. So, Magic Flies, can I get a card for this weekend? Flora says, definitely. Focused on great things you made are better than having so many items. We think so. Magic Flies. It's the death card this weekend. I don't think you're going to commit murder. I think it means something will end this weekend. It could be as severe as ending a relationship or the end of a worry you've been having. But something will come to a conclusion by the end of the weekend. Brandy wants to know, will I have any financial changes in the next year? Yes, if you actively participate. This means you making the Magician card. It's about you making these changes, you manifesting things. Absolutely, yes. But you have to be a very active participant to make it happen. Jacques says, I need a reading. I'm so unhappy. We're sorry to hear that. Page of Swords. You got to dig a little deeper, find some more information. There's maybe some information being held from you. Yeah, there's something, whatever. Hopefully, it has to do with whatever you're unhappy about. There's more to learn. Hopefully, it won't make you more unhappy. Hopefully, it will give you peace of mind. But there's some investigating to do. What does Spirit have to say today about my future? From Keith Jackson. Y'all ask that question a lot, almost daily. I mean, how are you waiting? I always tell people, don't fish for it until you get the answer you want, and that's it, because you ask that question a lot. In one different wording, but whatever it is, you got to work towards it. What Spirit says, whatever's going on, there's some price you have to pay in order to be where you want to be. There's a price to pay. Well, there's more to learn. Phyllis says, thank you. I need to take a break. See, the juggling card is telling you that. Sherry wants a general card. Knight of Cups. Heralding in a new time of new emotions. Things are about to change in the emotional department for you. It could be love, could be friendships, could just be the way you feel about something. But there's a little change coming around the corner. Lady wants a message from her deities. The deities are telling you you're not thinking outside the box. You are looking with tunnel vision. The answer to whatever it is you seek is just outside of your view. You got to look. You got to look at a bigger picture. Whatever it is you're focusing on, stop focusing on it, and look around you for a different solution, another option. Flora says, please pull a card for me on what to focus on for my personal growth. Wheel of Fortune, where anything can go either way. If I put this in relation to the question that you ask for your personal growth, it tells you to chill. Take it easy. Go with the flow more. You often get wound up in things need to be going a certain way, or it kind of puts you in a bad mood. Starting this year, go with the flow more. Chill. Ashley, will my finances improve in 2024? At this moment, it doesn't look like it. Tower card. Hopefully they won't get worse. This could be an indication of that. But that's why some people get a reading, to figure out what's going on so they can turn it around. This is not set in stone. This is like your little hint, getting a reading saying, hey, it's not going to turn around. So you've got to jump right in there and do whatever you can to change this. Meaning, if you ask the same question 2 weeks from now, after taking action, the card could be different. Latanya, can I get a card? It's the World. Latanya, it's like everything coming full circle. It's like reaching the end of a certain phase and you're getting ready to go into a new one. That's basically what this means. You're moving into a new phase of your life. Courtney wants to know, can you pull a card for me regarding whether or not I will get this position that I'm interviewing for? There's been lots of interviewing questions lately. Page of Wands. They view you as a candidate that's creative, that could handle the position in a new way. I think they're still in the decision-making mode. It doesn't really answer that. There are other people. So whatever you can do to help push things their way, I don't know, a personal letter, why you want to work there or something. You may need to do something that sort of puts you to the top. Flora paid for a super chat. What do I need to focus on right now? Super chat is 3 cards. Wonder, Flora, if you're trying to start a business of some sort or change careers, because these 3 cards lean in that direction. The first one is King of Pentacles. So we're dealing with finances. We're talking about, it can either be a person who is good with finances, or it talks about this is your mindset. And it tells you to, in order to be successful, to be like the King of Pentacles, you've got to start showing yourself off more. This is the 3 of Pentacles. Here, it's good to have pentacles together if we're talking about finances or abundance. But it's like you've got to toot your own horn. You've got to show yourself off more. This is actually a card showing a patron showing his work, is showing work off to his patrons, the people who support him, the people who buy his goods or whatever. But in order to do all that, there's still something you need to learn, some sort of craft you need to define or improve on or become really good at. So it looks like your focus right now has to do with, I think, career or a new business you're trying to start. This could also be applied to whatever job you're in. really needing to buckle down, focus, and it could eventually lead to promotion. But it also deals with learning something new. Could be some classes you need to take you to the next level. Deanna, can I get a card? Hello, Courtney. Will I get approved for unemployment or will finances improve? Ace of Wands. That's an unusual card for the question that you ask. I think it's more of. I think it's a little bit of both. Meaning, I think you will eventually get approved for unemployment, and finances will improve along over time. So you actually won't have to be on it, but it's creation, making things happen. If you're not the one making things happen, it's the other people pushing the paperwork. I think it will. I think it will soon. I think you'll get approved first, and then later you won't need it. Keenan wants a card. It's time to nurture yourself. Either if you're married and have a wife, it's time to nurture her. Could be time to nurture her. Sometimes it's a pregnancy card. But most of the time it's about nurturing ourselves, really mothering ourselves. So you may be going too fast, too often, and you need to take some time to yourself. Magic Flies. My weekends have been blah. Well, this weekend something's going to end. Maybe it's the end of the blah. Of the Earth, how is Umar feeling about me? Now, that Umar is an unusual name. Haven't you asked this question a couple of times? I think at this point of the Earth, you need to be calling Umar and just asking, how do you feel about me? Because over a period of time, this means you are not finding out, and you are not calling Umar. That's a lot of time between these readings. You got to pick up that phone. Well, he's feeling like a nostalgic and maybe more on the friendship level. Think it would lean more towards like feeling of you like that, like a sibling. So it may not be the answer you wanted. Hello, this is Trelisa. Hello, will my Gemini and I be in a relationship? Huh? Just yes. 4 of Wands. But it could be over time. This isn't always an instant card. This is over a period of time. But it does lean towards yes. Michelle wants a general reading. I'm going to go to the cards. I pulled several, so I'm going to give them a good shuffle. I still shuffle cards like we're playing poker. I never did learn to just shuffle the cards in my hand. I usually fling them all over the place. Besides, when you shuffle like they're poker cards, like this, if you're someone like me who does read reversals when the card is upside down, then you will constantly get a different position of the cards. The other way, their positions upright and reverse always stay the same. Let's see, where were we? Did we, Trelisa, will my Gemini be in a relationship? I think it leans towards no here. It's sort of like This is the card I always say: you've won the battle, but you lost the war. You drove everyone away in the process. Um, Sometimes you got to handle Geminis with kid gloves. They're hot and cold. But this, like I said, this sometimes these readings, it's about you in this moment asking the question. Because I think we already answered that. See, sometimes also when you're doing a reading, you can also get contradictory cards. Say if you ask the same question a lot because maybe you're not supposed to know the answer. Sometimes it can make people stand in their own way. Michelle wants a general reading. It's like you might have to hold off some, do a little arguing this coming week. Hold off naysayers, hold off people who want to compete with you. There's something you got to hold your own. Michelle, can I get a card, please? Melinda. I think you're going to be moving towards something soon, some sort of goal. It can also be actually moving, just, you're moving across the water. But I think it's more like moving towards a goal soon. If anyone is into it, by the way, this coming Sunday, I will be on the Lucky Mojo Hoodoo Rootwork Hour radio show, and we'll be discussing tarot magic, how to actually use your cards in spell work. And that is Sunday at, was it 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific on Blog Talk Radio. Let's see. Rose Lambert, card please, working on coming out of my comfort zone. Well, it's the Queen of Cups, so it's like you're in charge of your emotions. If you're trying to come out of your comfort zone, then it's about, you have the emotional backbone to do it. Let's say it this way. So you have what it takes to come out of your comfort zone. So just keep on keeping on. Nothing bad will happen otherwise when you do. Jacques, can I have a reading? Is there more than one Jacques in here? I think so. Jacques, you got to show yourself off more. Get out there. I don't know if it deals with dating. If it is about dating, it's meaning you're not going to find a date sitting at home. Or if it's about work, it's about you've got to show off what you do more. Ashley, how much are readings? Me personally, I am booked through January 8th. Mine are usually $35 for 15 minutes and $70 for a half an hour. But you can go over to psychicsandreaders.com. Most any day, someone is online ready to take a call. They are part of aromaG. We have over 30 readers, and it's $3.49 a minute. And you can also, if you're local, come into aromaG every day and get a reading there. All right, we have a super chat from Naisha. General reading. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly explained how this works. He's going free, doing free 1-card pulls on this live. Yeah, it's a 1-card free reading, so we're not doing comprehensive ones that we, normally we charge a lot for. Well, not a lot, but more than free. But yeah, you can get readings booked through the website or go to the YouTube channel. You can pay $5 for a super chat for a 3-card pull. we've entertained the thought of actually doing sometime in some evenings. Tell us what you think in the comments of just doing, aside from these free ones in the mornings, super chat episodes where that's all we do. Doing on a price tier about how many cards you want, and that would actually help support this show. So yeah, I thought about doing a couple of just super chat shows where if you want me to answer your question, you got to do a super chat. So tell me what you think in the comments. But let's get to Naisha's general reading that she actually paid a super chat for. What's going on here, Naisha? Let's see. Eight of Swords is usually about self-imposition. Whatever situation you're in, you somehow contributed to it a little bit. Doesn't have to mean it's all your fault. It can mean, though, sometimes contributing could be as small as letting someone take advantage of you, if you know what I mean. Not putting your foot down. So it has something to do with your participation in your whatever your current situation is. This can either be, it's Five of Pentacles. I think it may be some money problems. It can also be emotions, sort of feeling emotionally let down. Something's going on where you're feeling just sort of out in the cold. And the last card is Four of Swords. It is time to just sort of go into a what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's like laying low. It's regrouping. It's rethinking everything so you can eventually then bust out with like the new you or something. So it's trying to just lay low, kind of be like a hermit, not like the hermit card, but it could even mean ghosting some people who are not good for you, who keep bringing you down, who keep making you feel like you're in the poorhouse. So yeah, if you put all those together, it could be around the people you're around, or you're allowing them to be around you. Who so there comes a time when some people are just not good for us anymore. Let's see, we've already gone 30 minutes out of these 20-minute readings, so I'm going to take two more by spinning it and just till my eyes land on St. Jane Clementine. Well, this is a long name, but it sounds pretty. St. Jane Clementine Salazar Afara. All right. Good morning. I have a card. Would like to know if this old friend that said he would be visiting pay me the money he owes me. Oh, they never pay the money they owe you, but we're going to ask. You would think if he owed you money, why is he going to come visit? If he doesn't intend to pay it. I don't think he is. I think right now that's a bit of a daydream. This card is daydreams, castles in the air. I don't think he's going to have it right now, which to me is unusual. Ballsy enough to come say, I'm going to come visit, and then not bring up the money they owe you. Hopefully he'll show up with it. I don't see it happening. And then last one, Nishad Fashion. Will I get my deposit back? Leads a little bit towards no. That one you're just going to have to take one day at a time. Whatever you can do to ensure you get the deposit back. If you have to make, I don't know what it's on. If it's on an apartment or something, make sure you do some repairs. Maybe steam clean the carpet yourself or whatever. This shows your participation in making that happen in any little way that you can. But Right now, it's just unclear, but it leans towards no. But I think there's little things you can do that make it lean towards yes. It's not a definite answer either way. Okay, tomorrow is Lady M's going to be doing the readings. And for anyone who missed yesterday, Nikki Jean has switched to Wednesdays. By the end of the month, she will have moved to Chicago, and we'll be missing her for a couple of weeks. And then I think she's going to start joining us live from there. But in the meantime, one thing you need to do is head over to aromags.com because 20% off the entire website, except for the gift boxes. Get it while you can. So see you tomorrow when we have Lady M. For now, this is G with aromaG's Botanica. Bye-bye.